Hello, my name is Mary Hannah Duhon, and these are my partners, Ryan Honovi and Adam Cheeson, and we represent KeyUp. Now, as Noah mentioned earlier today, looking at civic engagement in Austin isn't just looking at voting, it means other things. And so one of the things that we decided to look at is quality of life, specifically the quality of life for Austin's younger, lower income residents. And in so doing, we decided to focus in on one big problem. That Americans are trained to believe that there's only one path to the middle class, a four-year degree or bust. Now, we're not going to tell you that four-year degrees are bad. Four-year degrees can be awesome, but the idea that that's the only thing you can do after high school that will lead to a good, middle-class, successful life has real negative consequences. Like for Kelly. Kelly's a young woman who, after she graduated from high school, went to work for Starbucks. She told us, "I wanted to go to college. I did, but a year off turned into two, and it made me feel so crappy. I felt like I was never going to be good enough to make it to college." So she, like a lot of people who didn't go to college, felt a real sense of shame about that. Now, in addition to this emotional toll that this takes, there are other consequences. Like a lot of people who go to college don't actually ever finish. For all students, 46% of them drop out without finishing their degrees. And if you're looking at just Black and Hispanic students, that number rises to 58%. And beyond the consequence of crying up to college, I'm not getting my degree, that has a financial toll. Because they leave college with debt. The average debt for people who leave college and drop out in America is $7,714, which if you come from a low-income background, is a hefty chunk of change. Now finally, there's another consequence. Like for Ramon. Ramon was someone who was the first person in his family to graduate from high school, and he actually did enroll in college, and he had to drop out because he couldn't afford it. And he said, "Well, I want to do coding. I want to go to school for all that when I get money, but I don't know which school is the best school to do that." Now, this is even though Ramon was still in touch with his high school guidance counselor and regularly talked there. So he should have been able to realize that there were other opportunities out there. This led us to the insight that the myth that a four-year degree is the only way to get to the middle class leads to shame, debt, and missed opportunities. And that is why we decided as KeyUp that we should exist to create a world in which young adults from low-income families have passed to the middle class other than just a four-year college. Now, we're not the only people to have realized that this is a problem, and definitely not the first people to be working in this space. In fact, Austin actually has a master community workforce plan that was developed by the city and other educational, business, and nonprofit institutions. And one of the findings of this plan was that by 2021, Austin will have more than 60,000 middle-skill job openings. And you might be thinking, as we were when we first read this report, what is a middle-skill job? I don't know. Well, you've all heard of these jobs. This is jobs like being a nurse, a programmer, or an electrician. Jobs that require some additional education after high school, but not necessarily an expensive four-year degree. And the reason the city identified these jobs as real opportunities for low-income residents is that they offer springboards into the middle class because they offer pretty good salaries. But even though there are all these really great people working in the space and trying to develop solutions around this, there are still gaps. And Marianne was going to tell you about them.
So let's go back to Ramon's story from earlier. We all know that he wants to do something with programming, something related to programming, but he doesn't know about all of the opportunities that are out there that have to do with a four-year degree. So there's a general lack of awareness of all the programs, not only training programs, but also services that he doesn't know about. But let's say that he does know that there is information out there. There is so much of it. It's just a myriad of information that he still needs to spend time and navigate and try to choose from. But let's say he manages to do both of these things. He is very likely that he's not going to be able to go through with it because of his financial situation. So this is because their training programs and existing supporting services are completely disconnected from one another. So these are the three main pain points that our solution is trying to focus on. And this is why our solution must inform people about alternatives to four-year degrees, provide curated and actionable information, and also create connections between these training programs and supporting services. So introducing KeyUp. KeyUp is a mobile application that we've designed that we're going to use as the very first step that we're taking in order to address this myth and these three main pain points. KeyUp allows you to navigate a list of middle skill careers, which in this on demand, which in this example has already been filtered by the Industry of Information Technology. So let's say that you're a woman and you want to be a computer programmer, so you're interested in that career. KeyUp is able to provide information about the training programs that can take you to get to that career. Then it not only provides information about the training program, but it also directly connects you with the supporting services that you qualify for. In this case, tuition. So it not only provides that information, but also provides a means for you to directly connect with the supporting services so that you can discuss these steps. And Adam's going to talk to you about our next steps.
Thanks, Angela. So we have been partnering with 14 different stakeholders, nonprofit stakeholders in the Austin ecosystem, because we want to actually integrate into their current services to build on some of the great work they're already doing. We've also been accepted into the Impact Workforce Accelerator with 8 other very innovative ventures, so that way we can all come together and start to design new solutions for the workforce issues. And in terms of our own product, the first thing we're going to do is target users like Ramon, someone who's already looking for middle skill careers, by having paid apprenticeships in our listings, where we're able to actually target the awareness and the issues that he has with being able to afford going to school. Next, we will drive more users to our app by adding more listings in terms of tech, skilled trades, and healthcare. And finally, we're going to partner with different employers who are already trying to figure out how do they train their employees that are currently working with them. So our vision is that as more people reach middle skill careers, the choice to pursue paths other than 4-year degrees will be seen as normal. And the Austin community will expand the possibilities for what it takes to be successful. Thank you.